based on a game by Nintendo. Metroid 2. Not just any Metroid 2. This is AM2R, or another Metroid 2 remake, Return to Samus. How's it going, everybody? Husky Wolf here. Welcome to my brand new Let's Play of AM2R, Return to Samus. Now, this game has been in development for a very long time, 10 years to be precise, and on Metroid's 30th anniversary, it was finally released to the public with extremely high demand, well, high praise I meant. But no, this game is freaking fantastic. I'm just gonna say it off the bat, this game is like the better version of Metroid 2. It's basically what Zero Mission did for the first Metroid game, but it's like way better than that. We'll get into more of what I mean by that, but for now, let's begin. Alright, so yeah, I already have a bit of save files, so let's just hit new game. I'm going to be playing this on the normal option, which normal's already pretty hard, but I'm not doing hard because I don't want to kill myself. Metroids. Numerous incidents in the past have brought to light the highly destructive power of these life forms, spreading fear across all known planetary systems. Hoping to secure peace in the galaxy, the Galactic Federation ordered the extermination of the Metroid species. I was the best candidate for the job. Once again, I found myself standing alone against the Metroid menace. What horrors await with me on the depths of their homeworld? And we have arrived on planet SR388, aka the homeworld of the Metroid species. So, like I said before, this is a remake of the original Metroid 2 back on the Game Boy. And fun fact, Metroid 2 was actually my first ever Metroid game. And this fan remake is absolutely amazing. Like, everything is brand new. Like, I think they took inspirations from like Super Metroid and Metroid Zero Mission, especially how they play and the art style of it, especially Zero Mission. But it can play completely different. Actually, it plays pretty similar to be honest, but like it's like so unique. It's amazing. Like Samus can automatically just climb up small ledges like that. She's a hell of a lot faster in movement. I think she's even faster than Zero Mission. And pretty much every single layout is either based off of the original Metroid game or Metroid 2 game, or it's completely new. Like the environments are new I know for a fact, and some of the enemies are new as well. But if you guys have seen or played not Zero Mission, Fusion, then this should look a bit familiar. Now the controls are a bit different. Also, one mechanic that they changed, which is for the better, is that save points. They automatically heal everything before you had to find like energy and missile tank revised, but yeah, they just combined it into a oh god, that's bad. They just combined it into like one thing, like how they did for Zero Mission, which is pretty cool. And now we get into the main core mechanic of Metroid 2, fighting Metroids. Yeah, they're not. If you guys have seen my Zero Mission playthrough, actually, let's read the data entry. Alpha Metroids. The Alpha Metroids have gained an immunity to the cold temperatures. The loss of several nuclei within the green membrane has left it vulnerable to consult weaponry. A planted exoskeleton, partially covers it. This organism emerges from the molting of its larva form. Though aggressive, relatively weak at its stage, and its new appendages have yet to grow out to their full length and strength. So yeah. Another thing I like about this, there's like so many things I'm talking about, and it's only the beginning of the game, but another thing I like about this game is just the identity, well, the the intel of everything. I'll go over this, but for now, let's fight our first Alpha Metroid, which is the first state. Yeah, so if you guys have seen my Zero Mission playthrough, you may know that these things look nothing like how they did in Metroid 1. Well, it's because, yeah, we're introduced to the evolution line of Metroid, so it begins with that larval state that we saw in the original game, then it moves on to the alpha state, and then there's 3 more after that. Log entry. Earthquakes. A massive cave system is located between the 2 tectonic plates, largely flooded by extremely dense and caused by substance similar to magma. The recent earthquake has altered the cave layout, and the hazardous substance has drained to lower levels. The cause of the earthquake is unknown. Intimate orbital scan of SR388 indicates no instability within this region. God, why can't I speak? Alright, so before we continue on, I just want to briefly go over what each one of these is. So, mission briefing. Primary objective, exterminate all Metroid organisms on planet SR388. Secondary objective, locate and bring assistance to the Galactic Federation research and rescue teams. Yeah, the mission brief is actually from the Metroid 2. So if you guys read the manual, you guys should know what's going on. Other than that, you pretty much just don't even know what's going on. Planet SR388. Planetary destination SR388, a remote planet absent from most galactic charts. Federation research indicates that it is natural homeworld of the Metroid species. Its outer crust is hollowed out with massive cave systems which are home to ecosystems that are yet to be fully studied. The first expedition of SR388 revealed the existence of the Chozo ruins. So yeah, this is the first location of the Chozos before they moved on to Zebes. Research team. For years, Federation declared SR388 unsafe and taint to new expedition. However, the recent orbital scans failed to detect any Metroid's presence on the planet's surface. The dispatch of the research vessel was finally approved. The crew's mission was to inspect the region where the species was first encountered and reframe that none remained. Their next objective was to explore the nearby Chozo ruins and study the SR388's outer wildlife. Communication with the team was cut off, only to the distress signal managed to reach HQ. So yeah, they never came back. Also, rescue team. Search and rescue team of... God, why can't I fucking speak? Search and rescue team is an elite combat group consisting of heavily armored soldiers. Their mission, locate and extract the surviving personnel from the missing research team. The group reported finding a specialized energy source at the campsite of the missing team. Its data confirmed the Federation's suspicion. The Metroids are still thriving on the planet. These findings sent the HQ to be allies. While the group continued their search for survivors, contact was soon lost with them as well. So yeah, they never came back. Metroid species. The dominant species of SR388. Metroids hunt for any form of energy found in natural or synthetic organisms, leaving behind a decayed husk after feeding them. They are highly resistant to conventional weapons and the process great adaptability to foreign environment. Estimates suggest that... Wait, I lost my place. Estimates suggest that a small number of Metroids set loose on the populated planet would lead to the extinction of any present life forms, such as they drawn so much attention to space pirates who have repeatedly tried to use them for biological weapons. Oops, I did not mean to exit out. Oh god, there's a lot of this. Okay, you know what? This is just gonna get boring. I basically sound like an instruction manual. Alright, I should probably save right here. Yeah, I'm gonna be constantly going back onto save points because, yeah, because it heals me. And I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage because this game is actually pretty damn hard. Alright, so, yeah, like, I mean, so far, we haven't seen anything too difficult, especially the Metroids. Like, that wasn't, like, too bad. Yeah, god damn it. I hate the water in this game. That's a problem I have with this. But anyway, so basically to summarize what just happened, you guys saw that there was an earthquake that happened after defeating that one Metroid. Well, that's how we're going to be knowing we can progress on with the place, because throughout the entire plan, there'll be lava flow that'll be blocking our progress. That means we need to kill the corresponding number of Metroids in the area. Once that happens, the lava will lower and we can continue on with the planet. Okay, there's about 50 there's about 55 in total. We just defeated our first one, so 54 more to go. And yes, this will be 100% Let's Play, guys, just in case you guys are wondering that. But yeah, so some of these guys are actually from the original Metroid game, or Metroid 2, and some of them are actually from Metroid Fusion, because a lot of that, well, there was one area that basically was just SR388 and eco environment. Alright, so we're going down here. Oh yeah, another thing, unlike in the original Metroid game, we had to hit select in order to equip a missile or whatnot. Now you have to hit B on the Xbox controller. I'm using Xbox controller, and I highly recommend you use a controller for this because it really does help. Even the game tells you that it's recommended you do that. Okay, watch out for that. So there's lava blocking here, so that means we need to find the Metroids in this area. So usually when there's like a scanning happening like this, if it tells you a new area like that, 4 Metroids are in this area, so now we need to find those 4 Metroids. But usually if it's like story progression, or usually just like story detail, like telling you about the environment of this place, I'll usually read it right as it's appearing. I won't. If I miss it, I'll go back and read it like at the end of the episode if I catch that. Anyway, so god damn it, why can't I go up? Thank you. I usually play better, but since I'm recording, I forget a lot of things. But pretty much, like, if you played Zero Mission or Super Metroid, this should be extremely familiar. Like, you could still wall jump like that, and it's actually pretty helpful for getting up corridors like this, if you don't want to avoid these guys. Alright, so now we're going into our first area of the game. Now, a thing I like about what another Metroid 2 remake did is that... Oh, scanning environment, and new entry log. So this is the Golden Temple, our first area. The temple stands at the base of the hollow mountain. The statues carved into the stones and solid design assist that the structure was built to be a sanctuary, possibly with religious significance. The temple withstood the test of time, showing the building knowledge and experience of the Chozo. Scans detect that the presence of stationary robotic entities placed as strategic points inside the structure. No control signals are detected. These unions are operating autonomously. So yeah, this is the first area, and basically, in the original, I believe in the original Metroid 2, like all the areas pretty much like look the same. But AM2R decided, you know what? Let's make everything look actually pretty interesting. Alright, so let's head into the depths of the Golden Temple first before we head into the outskirts, because there are both inside and out of the temple, so you guys want to be careful about that. Ouch. Is there a way I can get up? No, I'm just gonna have to go through these guys. Alright, whatever. Yeah, so these things can be quite annoying because they constantly just shoot whatever they want. Alright, red door. How do they? Okay, whatever. Alright, so first item is bombs. Press X to morph into Morph Ball and deploy with B. Oh yeah, another thing I like about AM2R that I keep forgetting is that before you had to hit down twice in order to go into Morph Ball. Now you can just hit the right trigger, and then you can deploy bombs with B. And we get the missile tank. Missiles capacity increased by 5. Another thing, I keep seeing a lot of things that I like about this game, but it's true, this game is really great. But, yeah, you can basically just skip the fanfare in case you guys don't want to do it, in case you guys don't want to deal with it. Alright, so, now let's continue on. This way, I know there's a missile. Oh, yeah, these bombs can destroy this one shot. Okay, here we go, and shoot that. And that reveals our first energy tank. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about playing this game, if you've never played a Metroid game before, don't. Because this is a Metroid Veterans game. If you have never played a single Metroid game before, you will have a nightmare experience playing this game. Trust me, guys. As a person who's been playing it since about Metroid Zero Mission came out and played pretty much all Metroid games, I can tell you guys this right now that this is not for the faint of heart. Ow, I'm trying to get up there, but that's not really happening. I can just bomb my way up. There we go. And a missile. And... oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Charge beam. Hold X to charge. Yeah. And I'm going to be bombing a lot of places because I remember some locations, but again, I also don't remember a lot of locations of where, like, items are. Yeah, so I believe Charge Beam can... yeah, Charge Beam basically kills it. And if you guys played Metroid Prime, you guys saw that Charge Beam actually draws in items, which is pretty cool. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. And hit you. I'm just going to take the long way of doing this. Really? I was about to say, I'm like, why didn't I hit? Can I just bomb this? There we go. Okay. I should be really doing this. But yeah, so if, actually, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the game, but, if you guys have not seen my Zero Mission Let's Play, I highly recommend you guys go watch that before you watch this, because it helps understand what's going on, or at least it helps, like, for me not to describe every single thing in this game. Okay, here we go. 3 items, and I know there's a secret item in here. I think it's right there. Oh, nope, it's just free. Okay, so I think I may need to, yeah, I need to bomb this. Yeah, I can just spam this. I apologize that you actually hear my controller a lot. There we go. Whoop, no you don't. There we are. And then continue this way. And, oh, shit. Well, we'll have to come back there. I thought that was the way to get to it. Okay, so, yeah, I got all the items in this room. And I do have a map on screen, just in case I forget something. I'm trying not to use it a lot, but it's just in case I forget, like, something. Ouch. No. Okay, now we're back outside the temple, and I want to head this way. Yeah, there's a Metroid shell over there, so we're gonna ignore that for now because I want to try to get all the items in this area because I usually like doing that before we continue on and try to find that Metroid. Okay, bomb this. And what's this? This is the Spider Ball introduced in Metroid 2. Basically, we can latch onto ceilings, so I believe, yep, you push the L trigger while in Morph Ball mode. But since I am a pro player, I can just, come on. There we go. I was trying to be cool, but it didn't really work out. Okay. Now I want to go back into the temple because I'm missing a few more items in here, and they're right by here, which is good. So there's one, and I could have just used that to do that. And you could do a lot of cool tricks with the Spider Ball and the Morph Ball. Wait, Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, do I just... huh. I never noticed that. I never noticed that you had to shoot that in a specific order. I thought you just had to shoot it. Huh. You learn something new every day. Oh, wait, I just noticed something. Samus actually has an idle animation. Yeah, she'll just, like, kind of turn around and, like, look one way. Actually, it's different for both sides. So if you're facing this way, she'll check her gun. Any second now. Oh, no, she actually has several then. Wow, I'm discovering a lot of new things about this game. Holy shit. Anyway, so now that we got that released, let's get our second energy tank, and then we'll go fight some Metroids. Oh. God, I don't have the spring ball yet. That's gonna get really annoying for me. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure I got everything in the temple, so... well, eventually we'll have to come back here because Metroid loves backtracking! But no, there's one more item that we can get here, and then after that we're good. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. If you could jump, turn into a Morph Ball, and activate the Spider Ball all at the same time, and basically it just helps you get up there. It's really cool. Ooh, that was close. Alright. There it is. Oh, crap. But no, in the... a thing I like about what they changed about the Metroid's AI is that in the original Metroid 2, Alpha Metroids weren't really a big deal. You can take them down pretty easily, but now they actually like try to avoid your missiles and like try to fake you out. It's really cool, and I love how they did that. Okay, here we go. Now there is one more item we need to get, and then we'll go find ourselves our last 3 Metroids. So we just want to use our spider ball and just crawl on the ceiling. And then eventually we'll find a spot. Oh crap, I forgot about this guy. Okay, wait, let's wait for him to go by, and let's go. Because you want to be careful about him. And then there's another one up here, so let's just wait. Because if they hit you, it'll deactivate your spider ball, so you want to be careful about that. Oh shit, okay, good. There we go. And there is our missile tank. Again, there's a lot of animation details I just love that you can actually see the morph ball turning if you guys look closely. It's pretty cool. Alright, so actually, sorry, this is just a pet peeve of mine. I might do this off screen or something, but actually, I just screw it. Usually I try to fill like every single box, but no, that'd just be wasting time. And I apologize if this first part goes on for a bit too long. I'm gonna try to keep these I'm gonna try to keep these to about like 15 to 20 minutes, but I'm not sure how long that intro was, so let's just continue. We'll end off after we beat the Metroids in this area. I've never noticed these things never like drop anything. That's super weird. Yeah, those things never drop anything. It's kind of weird. All right, do a quick save. Alright, continuing on. Now let's go find ourselves our last Metroids in this area. Counting 3 of them. Actually, I could just use this. Yeah, you can basically just skip over these enemies if you go up here. Yay, secrets. Alright. This is another day log? Yep. Breeding grounds. This area spawns a custom-built ecosystem that favors the growth of Metroids. The terrain itself is dangerous. Tendrils growing along the ground release the extremely corresponding chemicals, or opportunistic predators and scavengers can recognize this as an ideal feeding ground, taking advantage of the injured or dead animals. The presence of at least one Metroid is expected when venturing in these habitats. The tendrils are determined to be artificial organisms synthesized through the technological advance of Metroids. They absorb nutrients from the dead matter. Yeah. Also, another subtle thing that kind of happens, in different areas, the music will slightly change, which is really cool, so try to pay attention if you guys can hear the music from my horrible voice. So all the way at the end should be the Metroid. There he is. Alright, come at me. Yeah, if you guys look at the map, you guys can see that there's like a little yellow icon. Yeah, that basically means there is a live Metroid in the area. You can leave the area if you feel a bit overwhelmed. Just in case, like, oh, I'm running low on this, I'll better leave the area. So you're not locked into the room, and like, if you can't beat it, you can't beat it. So there we go. Drawing that. Yeah, that's a thing you want to do. It's just like every time you beat a Metroid, just have your charge beam ready and just collect all its material, well, all the drops that it gives you. Alrighty, 2 more in this area and we should be good. Let's go this way first. There it is. I wasn't expecting it to be that close. Also, another thing I like about this game is that you can basically just spam missiles. Gimme. Here we go. Alright. 1 more. Set this way. And any second now it should be... There it is. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, crap. Come on. Gotcha. Gotcha. Like, let me see if I could show off, like, it trying to avoid missiles. Yeah, like, that animation where, like, it kind of, like, cries and then, like, it does that. That's basically it trying to avoid it, but it's not doing a very good job. It's in this small area. There we go. Alright, Metroid's clear in the Golden Temple. So, earthquake. Yep, there's the earthquake. So that indicates that we can move on to the next area of the planet. Alright, so now let's head back to the save point, and then we'll venture on into the next area of SR388 in the next episode, actually. Yeah. So that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I know this episode was kind of long, but I apologize for that. It's just that, you know, I kind of go over a few things beforehand, and then stuff just kind of snowballs from there. So that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.